Welcome back, my beautiful friends. Good evening, good afternoon, whatever time you are joining the stream. I wanted to share some thoughts with you about the recent tragedy with Irina Zarutska. Some of you reached out to me and you were wondering if I have anything else to share, if I have any information. And I actually do have some more information about her. And also, I have some insights that I would like to share with people who follow me. I would like to share my own thoughts and observations. And I truly hope that at this price of a life of this beautiful, innocent woman, that we all learn something. And as women, we will be better protected. As men, you will be looking out to protect a woman as if that was your own wife, your own daughter. And I truly hope that this tragic death will prevent many, many more that could have possibly happened. I absolutely love the idea of a mural. I find it I find it uh, actually very touching. I'm very impressed with that. It will be a wonderful reminder that um, sacrifice that she had to give to draw attention to what is going on in our society here in the United States. So welcome back everyone. I hope you had a peaceful Sunday. I had a wonderful Sunday. That's why I had energy to come back. So let me put some music that beautiful background, calm music that Dave sent me. Welcome, Johnny. Welcome. Welcome, Alex. Elizabeth, you are here. Welcome. I hope you enjoy. I want to show you guys that we have candles for the memory. I have these beautiful candles for the memory of this very beautiful, very tender, very driven soul. We're gonna honor today the beautiful, angelic uh, person as the Irina Zarutska was. I actually do have quite a bit of updates on her, but first of all, not everyone going to watch 2 hours or an hour of my life. And by the way, guys, I hope you enjoy my lives. I may not be able to do such long lives all the time, so I hope that you are enjoying them. And let's see. So, welcome. So, we are going to talk about Irina Zarutska, and the my first message about her is a message to men. My wonderful, masculine, and strong men that follow my channel. I know the men who are not owning to their masculinity are not my subscribers on this channel. Don't ever let a woman that you call yours fend for herself, fend for her own security, fend to protect herself. Don't ever count on a woman to stand for herself. This video is by no means to blame anybody. The number one way to prevent this death was for the woke judges to keep a criminal in in jail where criminal is supposed to be. That is number one prevention of this very unfortunate and tragic death is for judges to do their work and prevent criminals from entering public places, from running around. It's a shame that this happened. I think that the judge not only needs to be fired, but in a fair world, this judge should really be behind the bars because of that negligence, a beautiful life was lost. A beautiful, beautiful life was lost. I've learned more facts today about Irina, and I just want to honor her soul, her heart. She was such a beautiful representative of our culture. Many of you may not know things about Slavic culture, but she's one of the most classic types. Not only her appearance, but her heart, her humbleness, her drive. She was going to get her driver's license in October. She was so proud of it. For many of you, it's like a very regular thing, but in Ukraine, you don't have to have a driver license because, well, of course, now unfortunately she had to leave because of the war, but before the war circumstance, she didn't have to drive. You really don't have to drive in Ukraine because we have subway, incredible subway. I'm gonna talk about subway actually more into depth in a bit. But you don't have to drive a car. And so she was very proud of herself. Coming here 3 years ago, she was working 3 jobs in order to being able to afford a car. And what I read today from her family is that she actually bought a car, and she was looking forward to passing her test and getting her driver's license. So yes, she was just a humble, beautiful girl that she was excited about the new life. And as I said, number one reason how this could be prevented is to keep criminals in jail. And I think this is such a failure of your American system, of woke judges, of politics in America. It's really a fail, and it's a shame. It's a shame that we've seen this. So that is number one. But secondly, it turned out that she actually did have a so-called boyfriend. If you know me, you know what I think about boyfriends. I think a woman should never be with a man in undefined, irresponsible relationship. I'm completely against this. But nevertheless, she was just a very humble girl. Apparently, her boyfriend was just a regular, normal guy. 1 second, guys. Her boyfriend was I actually, to be fair, I don't know much about him. I just know he wasn't there. And what I learned is that she had texted him that she was going home, but she never showed up. Something that I really want to. Hello, CCGB. Welcome, darling. Welcome. Something that I truly and deeply want to alert you. Whether you are, I don't know, whether you are in your teens, you are in your early 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, I don't know. Never, ever take a chance when it comes to a woman's safety, especially if you call her yours. If you call a woman yours, never take a chance on her safety. That's what makes man a man, that he's always there to protect. You always there to look out for her. I in my life was blessed with uh, seeing men like this, and I know how that feels. I told you guys a story about an Uber. I have a friend. It's not, my fiance or husband, but I have a friend at the moment. Um, that if we need to meet somewhere and he doesn't want me to drive, he would come and pick me up. He would never let me to step my foot in Uber. And I'm an avid Uber rider because I like exploring different cities and I like to fly. So I take Ubers a lot. So there is no way. I remember how frustrated I was that he would say, there is no Ubers, that we have to figure this out, because I always felt like, what's wrong with Uber? But now, honestly, I understand that I was wrong. You never, ever in your life want to overlook a circumstance that could hold potential danger for the woman you're with, especially, if uh, on especially if you're older. But honestly, the age doesn't matter, because you're supposed to be a man at any age. You supposed to be a man at any age. I am not a waitress, Leo. He asked me that I have. This is not me. This is life, how it's supposed to be. He asked me, you have a bunch of rules for men. What do you bring to the table? I already answered you. Not a waiters. So this is so important to really understand this. That can you imagine how your boyfriend feels right now? I mean, I feel terrible for him because of course he could not predict this. But can you imagine how he feels? If he had any feelings for her, can you imagine how he feels? Knowing that if he only would have been there, if he would only come to meet her. And you know, it's interesting, she was not, I'm not looking at comments so I don't get distracted. She was not even she wasn't a waitress coming to a new country. She was already a chef at a restaurant. She was growing really fast and people loved her. And she was taking two other jobs, which honestly, I don't think that a young, beautiful woman should be dating or be in a relationship with a man same age, simply because men same age could not protect you. He could not support you financially, usually. If he can, that's really good. He cannot be there for you. He cannot protect you in any way. And yes, I really think that women maturing faster, and it's always better, especially when you're that young, 23. You should be at least with a man that have something here and here, and that has some experience in life, can predict certain situations. I think you should date men who's at least 10 years older, at the very least. Of course, it doesn't mean that it's not an answer to all questions, to all prayers. And even men who are 10 years older could be very childish, as we can see even here in the comments. They can be 40 years older and be childish and make no sense. But I'm saying in general, when you're that young, you simply cannot allow to be with a man the same age, because not because they are bad, but they are children. We are developed faster, we are maturing faster emotionally, and therefore, if you're a mother of a girl, you should always tell her this. You know, you should always show her the example that you should be with a man who can protect you. Okay, if he's the same age, wonderful. He needs to be able to protect and provide for you. A woman, never let a woman to have a work where she can compromise herself. I'm gonna switch camera, put my camera here, because I just don't want people to look at me at the moment. You shouldn't be sending a woman to work. A woman should have a possibility to work in a complete safety. For example, you know, there are ladies who want to work, who want to learn, who want to grow. But if she has a man and it's her wish to work, not that you send her to work. If you send a woman to work, I have a news for you: you are not a man. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I will say it over and over and over again. Ladies, if you're with a man and he sends you to work and he counts on you to fend for yourself, you are absolutely single and you have nobody. No man in his mind should, if he saying you're my woman, should send a woman to work. If you're counting on her to providing for herself, but she is doing the wife duties for you. You are intimate with her. You are spending time with her, and you know she's risking her life. She's trying to survive. She's trying to find ways to make money. You failed. I don't care how old you are. If you signed for this role, you failed, failed, failed. You know, GE, I'm sorry, but you are an absolute idiot. I don't know how old you are, but you are absolute idiot because you don't have an idea, you don't have a possibility to listen. I've never said it's money, money, money. I said that a young girl has a boyfriend, basically has a man in her life. I don't know how old he is. She was out and about in a major city. We all know what major cities are. She was out at 10 p.m. by herself. Where is her boyfriend? Why he is not there? Why isn't he meeting her? Okay, let's assume he's also 23 or 24. He's also young. Where is he? Okay, you cannot provide for her financially. Where are you? When she's walking there alone, even without this train, you know what it is. You know how dangerous the city is. I actually been to Charlotte briefly, but I've been to Charlotte. It's a major city now. You know exactly how major cities are in US. Um, you ordering her a cab, you showing up there, you, if you claim that this is your woman, you're in relationship with her, you take responsibility. That is what called being a man. Okay, and those of you who are worrying about that can't comprehend the information, this channel is going to be a real trigger for you. But I won't spend too much time on you because you already incapable to learn. A young woman, 23 years old, lost her life because nobody had looked out for her. Nobody had looked out for her. Not when she was. Why was she taking 3 jobs? I don't care if even if he also was 23-year old, you allow a woman that you're in a relationship with taking 3 jobs? Seriously? Maybe her first job should be babysitting you as a man. This is not right. This is absolutely wrong, and I absolutely convinced in what I'm saying. You know why? I have a simple proof. A young girl lost her life. You can already tell she was humble. She was she had her goals. You know, if you come here with you for you, getting documents is very hard. You guys who were born here, you don't even understand what it takes just to get your just to qualify to get the driver's license. You have to have current documents. You have to have bunch of immigration papers. I know what it is because my family is going through this right now. Just getting a driver's license, it's a huge accomplishment. That's why she was excited to get her driver's license in October. And unfortunately, she will never get it now. And for those weak ass men who are here, and I just feel so sorry for you. That's all I can say. I feel sorry for you. Call your mom, tell her that unfortunately you had failed in life because you don't understand that women need protection and provision. If you call a woman yours, if you're in a relationship with her, you are supposed to protect and provide. I can guarantee you this girl wasn't waiting for Birkin bags. She just needed support. And how heartbroken, how mortifying it is to see that nobody bat an eye when she just fallen there by herself on a cold floor on a train and bled to death. So shut fuck up with your weak ass argument. I don't mind people have different opinion, but you should be ashamed of yourself to even saying this. This is the men like this is why our society here in the West had fallen. For you, it's controversial to make sure that the woman you say you love getting home safe. For you, it's controversial? Really? I am very, very upset about it. Of course I am. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you. So, yeah, I just want to say that it's just really so very sad that not just sad, it's devastating. I can only imagine. I'm sure that it was a boy who didn't understand what is to be a man, probably didn't follow Charlie Kirk. And I can only imagine if that boy had a beautiful heart, you know, if he has decent, if he's a decent guy, I'm sorry, my candle. If he's, if he is a decent young man, he learned for his entire life to never leave a woman in the air when it's a dark night and she has to get home herself. I can't even imagine how he feels right now. He must feel horror, just absolute guilt for what happened. I'm not saying that it's his fault. I'm just telling you my opinion that a man should never even consider doing something like that, not protecting his woman. I'm gonna read the comments and then I want to explain you, not even explain you, but kind of give you an insight why Irina was so unsuspecting. I'm not sure that you understand this. Why she was so unsuspecting? Why was she so relaxed? Wait, why wasn't she more alert? I mean, there is more reason than one, but I will share with you. But meanwhile, guys, I'm sorry for those of you who are, coming here to support with good heart. I'm sorry for me being so dark and maybe very how to say this, very unforgiving. But I think you know what, uh, if this experience can save more women and save more lives, why not? Why do we need to pretend that everything is good and everything is fine? Why do we need to do that? Welcome everyone. I really like this trend that says save your name. It's so beautiful because of this insane media that try to just sweep it under the rug, the whole thing. David, thank you for the new music that you sent, but I'm gonna stay with a peaceful one for today. But thank you for upbeat music because I know I will need it. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting, and guys, thank you for being members. Thank you for helping my channel grow. I feel so honored by you doing that. It keeps me going because I see so many crazy comments, so many stupid comments. But seeing those who appreciate me being here, I really it really means something to me. So thank you, for all the members in the house. Thank you for being here. Let's have a moment of silence before I continue. I believe your funeral was today. And you know what is the saddest thing? Your father is not allowed to come and see her. Because of the war in Ukraine, men are not allowed to leave, even for the death of the daughter. So her father was watching the goodbye, farewell via online translation, via online stream. Can you imagine the depths of this? The pain of that? They would not allow him to leave the country and come and say goodbye to his daughter. This is the world we're living in. We let criminals jump over the border, but a father cannot see his daughter. So it's time to count our blessings and understand that we have so much. The very least we can do is to learn from this. That's the very least that we could possibly do. Since this was today, I just felt that I should come out Welcome. Let me read some of your comments. I know you guys put thought in your comments. At least some of you do. I'm gonna read some comments right now. Thank you, Antonino. I appreciate it. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Muka Heat. I'm sorry, I can't read your name. You're welcome, Dan. Chip you. Yes, you can join my channel for membership, and some of the lives only members will be able to comment, and some other things as well. Just being a member of the club, I won't promise you too much because it is all a lot of work already. But wait, but you would be definitely a member of the club. Oh, this is a little bit more comfortable for me. I am not in glamour, my dear friends. This is my daily daily attire, but thank you for the kind words. Thank you. Once my wife was done, hello Alex Patinio. Once my wife was done moving the bricks with her father told me to put them back. Anyways, he never consented. I've been married for 12 years. My wife never worked outside of the house. Very nice. I'm glad to hear that, Alex. And here is the thing. I'm not saying that women should have no ambition or, women should not work. We have choice. You can do anything. But it's a man's job to make sure that his woman never take risks, never have to tend to another man, her boss, more than she tends to you, to the family and the home. But number one is pure protection, as we can see more proofs of that. If you open statistics and you will see how dangerous it is for women, this is just a case that was so outrageous and we came to know about, but it is so very dangerous. I cannot ever uh, see manhood in a man that is comfortably sitting somewhere, knowing that his wife is out there trying to survive. This is not a man. This is, I don't know what it is, honestly. I'm sorry, but this is true. You can cut expenses. You have to find a way for a woman to be safe and not counting on her to pay half of your manhood, because as Charlie Kirk says, it's sad. It's not worth of your dignity as a man. You might gain some cash, but you lose so much dignity that cash won't matter in the end. I will tell you what I promised to tell you, why I think Irina was so unsuspecting. Some of you may or may not know this, but I will read some more comments. Thank you guys. I don't want to make it, super dark or super sad, but I do feel better in general, with all the prayers and all the love. And, I really feel with all the reactions from the world and empathy and compassion. And I really feel it's truly reinstating my faith in humanity, because it shows that there is so much more good than evil, and it's been such a beautiful thing to see. So I spent today just completely, the how to say this, decluttering my mind, and I hope that you had a very peaceful day as well. Hello to Chile. Guys, I wish I would speak Spanish. David is saying, I love the feeling of being strong protector. Yes, there is nothing better than that. It's like, what can be better than that? Nothing. I assume nothing. Because you have purpose. It's so, so amazing to be able. It's a really an honor for a man to do that. But this is not what the liberal people teach you. They teach you that you poor you. Wait, okay, this is my candle. I really love this candle. I have this antique candle. It has a little angel in there, like a cherub angel. This really is beautiful. Guys, I speak a lot of languages, but other people may not. So let's refrain to English. You could write in if you know Russian or Ukrainian. You can write, but can you tell me something about the men's face care? What product can I buy to make my skin glow as yours? None. Estrogen. Sorry to tell you that. I'm trying to find a smart comment. I do like glamour. What you call glamour for me is just a daily thing. If you enjoy that, you can follow me on my Instagram page. Uh, the glamour one is Femininity and Furs. I do like light-hearted content as well. I love fashion. I love retro fashion. And I think that, dressing well and be slightly glamorous can also change the world, because the way you present yourself, the way you take care of yourself, it's kind of changing the mentality as well. It's all interconnected. When you go in somewhere, you put yourself together. Even as a man, you put a nice suit, or you put some fresh clothes, ironed. You have a different attitude than when you just come and you roll out the bed in your hoodie. By the way, I cannot stand men in hoodies. I mean, it's okay if you just go into to the park, but if you're going out and you look like a toddler, I don't know. I don't know. No toddler out there for Ukrainian girls. Let's put it up a little bit. By the way, I'm not sitting behind in front of any man in a hoodie. I don't care his nationality, ethnicity, where he's from. I'm not sitting nowhere close to a man who is sitting like this. I have no trust. And also, I'm from a very big city. I was taught to never have anybody walking behind me. Also, we don't have, of course, now in Ukraine we have war, but even with this war, we don't have crime like that. We just don't. And that will lead me to my next point in a moment. Um, one second, guys. So somebody here. Uh, well, thank you, everybody. I see it's just mostly compliments. Russian people tell me that my accent is bad and I'm speaking incorrectly. This is classic. This is classic, classic, classic. Спасибо большое. Я без вас бы никак не разобралась. Благодарю. Hello from Yerevan. Do you know Yerevan? Конечно, знаю. Как я могу его не знать? Hello, Yerevan. Beautiful place. У тебя, я так понимаю, акцент лучше? Давай, прыгай на камеру, расскажи нам. Yeah, I have to say, let me tell you about negative side of Slavic culture. You know what it is? Hello, Frankie. The negative side of Slavic culture is what we call here in US a crab effect. So if God forbid you doing something and it's out of normal, Terry, hello, 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 welcome. Good to see you. If God forbid, if God forbid you're doing something and it is out of normal, the crab effect the people will try to pull you down in a bucket. People cannot stand that you're doing something that they cannot, or just in general, how dare you? How dare you? Your English is not perfect. How dare you? How dare you to do anything? How dare you to speak out? So it's really insane. I have never really seen somebody from uh, any countries except for my native country and Russia telling me that I have this horrible accent. And I'm saying you this so you don't get discouraged. Maybe you don't have this problem, but you are maybe in your family you have people that cannot stand that you're trying to do something. Maybe you're trying to open a business, learn another language, travel, getting married with somebody you're excited about. There are gonna be people that are really, really like crabs, like true crabs in a bucket. But this is a negative side, I must admit, about Slavic culture. We have a major crab effect. So if you're trying to do something, they will always come and will always try to throw something at you. But the thing is, I have bad news for them. I absolutely love that I can express myself in English well enough to convey my thought, and I'm still learning. So yes. Trust me, I have enough of confidence and experience to know that I'm doing okay. But I'm telling this to you, you might have family member or friend, or I mean, not really friend, but somebody. So anyway, I'm gonna go to my next point. Oh my gosh, I forgot to do one thing before I started the live. So we'll see. I might have to start over. I might have to start over. You might all have to come back. So in order to do this, you'll have to jump back on. But I want to thank you so much. I want to thank somebody on the chat here. One second. First of all, let me see. Let me see. One second. Somebody sent me a a, PayPal super chat. You guys know that now you can do it here on the channel. We got our channel back together. I'm so excited about it. But it's really an extra. It's not required. I'm very, very happy to see you here. You helped me a lot with watching, with putting thumbs up. Yes, Daniel Schmidt. Thank you so much, Daniel. I know you were not here today, but I want to make sure I thank you for the PayPal super chat, so to speak. And again, I want to thank you, my members, for being here, for getting into the club. I love having you all. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna have some more tea. You know what? I'm gonna share about the the way a lot of people ask me, Veronica, why Irina Zarutska was such uns she was so unsuspecting of something. Why she was so careless? Is there something we don't understand? And I would say yes. If this would happen on a train in Charlotte, the chances of this happening in Ukraine, even in the wartime, are about 0%. Believe it or not, the chances of this happening in Ukraine, even in the wartime, are about 0%. This is, she was so relaxed and she was very unsuspecting because this is unheard of. I used to live in Kiev, Ukraine. This is where she is from as well. And I took subway. It's very clean. It's very beautiful. It looks like a museum. Every station looks like a museum. And I took it every single day. And I started taking subway because I was going to a special school. You know, education is big where I'm coming from. I started taking subway and going across the city from the left bank all the way to the right bank at 14 years old. Because yeah, 14, 15, actually at 13, because because I went to the school. It was like a business license school. It was interesting to me, and it was all the way on the other side of my city, and my parents had no problems with it. Think about this: as 13 and 14-year old going across the bridge, going on a subway, and I've been in school for many years. So first first Lyceum, then I had Lyceum was more of an international business school, then math and physics school, then the history English on the other side. So it's been years. It's been years. So how many years? 10? No, more than that. 10 plus 4. About 14, 14 years of schooling, man. That's a lot. But education is good if you know how to use it, especially. So my parents, my mother and my father were not worried when I was crossing one bank to another every single day. There was not a worry about that, not a worry. And from 13 till 24, I don't remember for sure, but high school and then the university years. So nothing. It's just you have to understand that it was unimaginable, like unimaginable. You might as well see UFO. How to say UFO? Like this weird thing. You might as well see that. You might as well see Santa Claus. I mean, I don't know. It's unimaginable to see that you can get harassed and attacked in public place. It's something that out of the world of fantasy, and I think that is one of the things that Irina just not used to. She only been in US for 3 years. She did not catch on. She didn't catch um, on the danger of the big major cities, and that is so very sad that she didn't realize the danger. On the contrary, I would say, although I wasn't ever afraid in a million years to get attacked or inappropriately, if you understand what I mean, approach on the subway, something you learn living in a big city is that when you're in public, you just never distracted. You never distracted. That's something so early on. um, you're always on alert. Even when I go to a restaurant with a company, I would always choose a seat in the very corner if I can, so I can see everyone. It's just this thing that you learn in a big city. And not that you couldn't check your phone for a moment, but it's really sad that I don't know. I don't allow anybody to be on a phone when we are driving, when we are even if you're a passenger in a car. I have really weird rules, but maybe they're not so weird. It's just you don't have attention. You don't have attention, and that again, and then again. I took a little bit of martial arts some time ago, just like a very beginner level, but that was also they were also explaining to us the importance of awareness, and that you are a walking target. I see kids walking on their phone all the time. I mean, we all use the phone. I stay in touch with people I care via the phone, but I never drive on the phone. I'm never, checking the phone. Even at the restaurant. I don't know about you guys. Let's talk about a lighter topic. Do you use your phone when you are at the restaurant? When you came to eat, maybe you at the bar, maybe you came by yourself to eat, or maybe you came with family or friend. Do you use your phone? Are you on your phone when you at the restaurant or are you at the bar? There is something about me. I'm very introverted. I avoid communication at all costs. But if I'm out, that means that I'm there to socialize. And even if I'm somewhere by myself, I I might have a little book or notebook with me to write stuff. But I'm never gonna be sitting and scrolling the phone for a number of reasons. Um, I want to see what's going on. I want to make eye contact. I want to joke. I want to laugh. If I'm in another city, I want to make friends. I mean, even if it's just for one evening, to talk and ask and joke. I came to socialize. This is my outlet into the world because I only have this, and when I go out, which I have very limited social energy as an introvert. So if I'm out, you would never say that I didn't come there to engage and have fun. So I think it's really important. This is a somewhat of emotional intelligence tip because you want to challenge yourself. You don't want to be shy. Um, you never know who you're going to meet, what you're going to observe, but also it's a safety issue, wearing headphones. That was also a major, major issue that she had her headphones on. Again, it's not her fault. It's not her fault that she trusted the security in the United States. It's not her fault that she gotten hurt. But we're talking about this, so we never have to see this again. At least we can take the measures. But what a beautiful woman! What a beautiful young girl! And the family came together, and all the community, every place she worked came together. Everybody just have nothing to say but the most beautiful things about this young woman. I want to show you the candles. I don't know if you'll be able. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to be so close to the camera, but I wanted to show you the candles. Oh, thank you, Kizzy. She's just so incredibly beautiful. You can see. I'm actually amazed by beauty of Irina because her eyes, like, she has so much depth and femininity, and she's just so natural. It's so rare to see. There is something about her that is so genuine and so touching. It's really rare to see, at least in our Western society here. You see this, but she didn't have those photos with crazy masks, with her tongue out, with crazy facial expressions. I don't want to show on myself, but sometimes when you look at Gen Z on their photos, they always have some weird facial expressions. There is not a single classy photo, and she had those beautiful photos. You know, Beautiful, so elegant, by the way, and glamorous for 23-year-old in this day and age. You can tell she had elegance and class, but she knew that she will be wearing that uniform. She'll be taking those jobs, so she can make it. She didn't want to ask nobody. She had her own sense of pride. Yeah, she was tiny, very dainty. Yes, very dainty. That's why that makes her look even younger, even more tender. She was just very, very, just very, very beautiful girl. I want to show you guys my candle while they're still there. I have some electric candles and I have some. This is candle for Irina today. Мы сегодня говорим про Ирину Заруцкую, девушку, которую растерзали в поезде. Точнее, растерзал. Thank you. I appreciate. Oh, painting. Yeah, you cannot see it right now. It's blurry. It's actually. One day I'll make a video with it on behind. The painting is over. It's a kind of my symbol of masculinity. It is painting of. It's a man in a. It's a warrior in a golden helmet. Actually, I can. If I maybe take this, maybe you'll see it better. It's a man in a golden helmet. It's a warrior, and he is so masculine, and it's a real man, and it's a real man symbol. I really, really love that painting. It's actually a reproduction from Rembrandt. That painting is a reproduction from Rembrandt. Actually, guys, I have a passion for antiques and retro things. I found it randomly in a very small antique shop, but I just look at his eyes. I'll post a photo of the painting, so You can see this is symbol of masculinity. So for those of you who thinks I hate men, you couldn't be further from the truth. He's so tired, but he's so masculine. It's called Warrior in a Golden Helmet, and this is a reproduction by another renowned artist from 1910, but is originally was made in um, by Rembrandt. But I can reassure you, this is not Rembrandt. Yes, it's a warrior. Yes, I love that. Terry, my beautiful Terry, thank you so much, so much. Thank you. You had always supported me. You had always wished me to grow. I remember the kind words you told me. I appreciate the support tonight. And Terry is saying, congratulations on your growth in numbers and super stickers again. Uh, Much blessings and bliss, my friend. Thank you, Terry. Wonderful to have you. I remember you telling me things a couple years back. And also, I remember your um, kind and generous support for the people in Ukraine. You really inspired me in so many ways. Um, it's so sad when tragic things are happening, but what they show that there is each time something truly tragic happens, it shocks us, but on another side, it unleashes the power of good, the power of God, the power of good hearts. Just when you think that things could not be more tragic, you look at the world, and like in this case with Irina and with Charlie Kirk, there is just an ocean, just the outpouring, the kindness and the love. So I remember I have really great I have an interesting memory. I remember, I guess we all remember those things that matter to us. So thank you so much for being the force of good, the warrior of light. Thank you so much, and wonderful to have you. Thank you, CCGB. Yes, CCGB is writing about the goal of the channel. We do talk about polarity, about relationships, about traditional values, about conservatism, about the beauty of aesthetics, elegance, not only on the outside but on the inside. It's just as last week we were so shaken by the events, and if I would be talking about something else, it wouldn't be genuine. It wouldn't be coming from my heart. So I wanted to talk about this. Thank you, Frank, Jeff. Yes, so CCGP just wrote what the channel is about. Да все знают. Можете обращаться, леди, а я не против. I appreciate kind words. DVC says, I wish the crass comments in this chat would stop. Show some class. It's not difficult. I agree 100%. But sometimes it is a bit discouraging, but I decided that we're going to ignore and continue because we have things to do and things to talk about. I'm doing it for you, for those who appreciate. And I want to say special thank you to my new members on my what it is. I'm forgetting all my website on the coffee side, and especially for the messages. Sometimes there are many things to put your attention to. There are many endeavors you can do, but a lot of people, they don't understand that in order to do things in public and be with people, you really need to love it, because there is no security net, there is no guarantees. But when you have that passion to do it, you just do it without any logic. So I want to say thank David B for always writing me beautiful comments, and I feel very appreciated and inspired. I want to thank Terry, by the way. I read your beautiful message on my site. Um, of course, Elizabeth. Let's see, Stan. I don't know if he's still here, but I want to thank you for being here. Look out for me. Uh, Being a great moderator and supporter of the channel. Of course, CCGB, the ruthless moderator, and just all the that come to share something good. Thank you. Thank you. Soon we're gonna laugh again. We're gonna talk about things again. I know a lot of you guys like my insights about men and women. So, that's a topic that I could talk forever. Straight 6-1 says it's been a rough week. Yes, to say the least, yes. Are you from Kazakhstan? No, no. Let me see if I can get more light, because my light, I need to get some more lights, because my light are always dying, this way or another. Your name is so nice and musical. Thank you. It's interesting because in Ukraine, when I was growing up, my name actually was pretty rare. It's an internet. I guess it's an international name. We could say. Do you guys have some thoughts, ideas, something that you wish you could share or ask? Go ahead, because I already said everything I wanted. Which language do you prefer me to communicate with you, English or Russian? Well, I obviously speak Russian and Ukrainian and a few others, but I would say English because more people understand it, so I don't have to translate. Have you ever been on a trip to Italy? I've heard it's the most romantic place to experience and explore architecture. That is on my bucket list. Italy and Spain. Well, and everything else in between. France. I've been to Europe. I've been to France. I've been to Belgium, Germany, uh, Poland, a few others. But I was actually going to go to Italy right before the COVID. I was looking at the tickets to go there for spring break, but then it just didn't happen. So yes, it's my dream. All that art. Yes, it's absolutely my dream. I have a couple of friends there. Thank you, DVC. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'm really looking to you. Oh, okay. Come on, guys. I appreciate the compliments, but if you don't mind, I won't read too many because it's a little bit strange. I'm happy. It's a new week, fresh week, and enjoy the church today. Wonderful. So, I'm so glad. I'm so glad for you. It's interesting. In Eastern Europe, New Week is Monday. So I've been living here for so long, since 2008. I am not used to. For me, New Week. I always say I see you next week. People think that it's a next week, but I mean like Monday or Tuesday. For me, week starts on Monday, not on Sunday. Still, no matter like how a week can start on Sunday. Sunday is the ending of the week where you rest, and then Monday everything starts. By the way, I'm not in school right now, and I don't have a government job or anything. But Mondays are still like, let's skip. Well, I love what I do, so for me, it doesn't matter. But still, Monday is like, well, it's my dreaded day always. I don't know why. We even have the same in Russian and Ukrainian. Видно, в понедельник его мама родила. He must be born on. When somebody is unlucky, we say he must be born on Monday. He must have been. His mom must have gave birth to him on Monday. I don't know. So Mondays and I, but I'm actually planning to do Sunday of tomorrow's Monday because I can. So English it is. Yes. Well, if you want to say something very specific that hard to translate in English, you can. But it's just more simple this way. Chris Russell says, "Love the outfit." Thank you. Hello Brazil. Hello Portugal. Also my dream. Thank you Douglas. Hello Arizona. Hello Italy. My dream. Wait, somebody sent me something. I'll check in a moment. You are looking so much more lovely than your normal. What? This was a terrible compliment, Kizzy. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad. But it's okay. Don't say it to another woman, please. Please don't. I forgive you, and I will take it as a compliment. But don't ever say this to a woman. You know what? I'm gonna put this over me because, I have weird people making all kinds of comments, so I can't even. I'm so cozy now. Okay, where's my other fur? Oh yes. So I can relax because people just never seen a woman. Some of the people in the chat have never seen a woman in their life, so we need to be protected. But Kizzy is saying you look so much more lovely than your normal self tonight. Veronica, I can't pinpoint whether you did something or my eyes have opened up. I think your eyes had opened up, but also I've rested. I've rested, yes, I did. So if I did not respond your email or text or whatever, I've rested. Yes, please understand, give me some, 48 hours. Yes, I was completely burned out, and I'm sure. Please write me in the chat who felt completely emotionally burned out in the last couple of days. Maybe for your personal reasons, and plus insane events in the world. I'm sure I'm not alone on that. Oh wow, thank you. Thank you. Somebody says hello, you look like an Italian supermodel. Thank you. I am blushing. Thank you. I appreciate it. We got to divert our attention from all the pain. I appreciate the kind words. Hi from Ukraine. Yes, I'm from Ukraine originally. My wife was Ukrainian from uh, Kapichinsi, I don't know, probably some small town. Have you Where are you broadcasting from, if I may ask? I live in the United States right now, so I'm in a state in Midwest. We're gonna tell you. We're gonna intrigue you. I'm somewhere in Midwest in the United States. Okay, guys, do you have something to share? Okay. Spent a summer in Florence studying painting. I don't need to tell you that was amazing. Yes, yes, I can only imagine. Good for you, David. It's so beautiful. You, okay. Thank you. You have literally millions behind you not caring about it. No, that's you mean about the painting. So it's it's not the Rembrandt painting. The original painting was Rembrandt. uh this painting is also, it's like a reproduction by a renowned artist, but not Rembrandt, so it's not millions. It cost something because it was a beautiful a renowned painter, but it's not millions, but it's beautiful. um yeah, it is very beautiful. I didn't know anything about it, but it just caught my eye. I bought it for $20. This just something, I'm just drawn to art, and I wanted to help out. The store was closing, and I thought, they really needed the money. They couldn't pay the rent, so I was looking for something to buy, just to help a little bit. And then when I looked at it, I found it, and I was like, oh, so it does have value. I'm not gonna say it's not, but not a Rembrandt. I'm not gonna tell you that it is, but it's so beautiful. And when the sun goes down, it the golden paint, it's kind of it lights up, and it's just really really is beautiful. Yes. Kiss says, you speak English very well. Well, Kiss, it's not what my Russian and Ukrainian and Slavic friends are thinking. They told me that my English is unbearable and I should not be broadcasting anytime soon. Thanks, Kiss. I appreciate it. That painting worth millions. I wish. I believe me. I have an. I know a little bit, not a lot, but I know something about antiques. It's not worth me. It worth some thousands, but not millions. One day when I don't know how my life will happen. I love collectible, beautiful things. So one day I may wanna inherit it, or I mean, not inherit it too. I might leave a lot of things to my family and sell a bunch of things and just go on a cruise ship. I don't know how old I will be, but when I feel like I'm done with this life, I will give some pieces to my family, to the next generation, and yeah, I'm gonna sell a lot of things and hop on a cruise ship and just one of those babushkas and hopping around the world. Why not? I'm gonna be elegant. I'm still gonna be glamorous. You're not gonna be see me in some, you know. I'm still going to be a very elegant babushka, but I'm gonna be hopping around the world. So then I might sell it. If my family don't want it, I might sell it. So reach out to me in about, I don't know when I will do that actually. The thing is, I cannot live in a plain walls. I need decor. I need beauty. I cannot have a gray wall. So I'm gonna put, guys. I want you to see the candles again. This is candles for beautiful Irina. Yeah, so you want to see the paint, and I can move this. Let's see. But it's kind of hard to see. I'll make a video one time. It's gonna be on my background. It's really is a beautiful painting. Yes, it is a beautiful painting. Oh yeah, and this I have more candles here. Those are electric. Those are that are far away, and these are real. Yeah, I don't know. I've never really got into the minimalism. I think it's cool, but it's not for me. Ricardo is so funny. That painting worth millions. Yes, if it was Rembrandt, yes. Guess what? I still would be live with you if I would have all the millions. It's just another manic Monday. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know. Mondays are hard, guys. I don't know what it is. I think it's a trauma. I think all of us have it from have to go to school every like. Ugh, you have this fun weekend. You just feel like life is good, and then boom, your mother is waking you up. I mean, who wants that? I really want that painting. Ooh. How much do you have in your bank? But I still wouldn't sell it. It doesn't matter. It's very important for me. So I know how much it costs. Actually, I checked it, but I'm not selling it right now. Понедельник день тяжелый. Yes, we have this saying in Russian and Ukrainian, like Monday is a tough day, is a hard day, is a heavy day. Like we have a lot of dislike of Mondays. Any other culture that has dislikes of major like dislikes of Mondays, or is it just us? Somebody says nice makeup. Without makeup, you look 60. Actually, you're gonna be laughing, but without makeup, I look um I look like I'm a student. Like I look I look ridiculously young without makeup. I know because sometimes when my neighbors or somebody comes and and I'm just chilling in the house, I just woke up, they're like, "You've never looked younger." So you're wrong about this, but I'm a woman, so I'm gonna use makeup till the day I die. Actually, I'm gonna use it on the day I die too. I need to think about the makeup artist. Wait, sorry. All right, guys, we're just gonna have a bit of a small talk. I'm done with hard subjects. I know we all had enough. So we're just chilling. If you have some questions, feel free to ask. If you want to have special attention, feel free to send a super chat. This 100% guarantee that I will read your comment or question. But if I happen to spot your comment and I like it, I will read it regardless. I don't mind even if I would look 60, I don't care. What's wrong with being 60? Nothing wrong. So I hope to look 60 one day. Yeah, I know I look more beautiful in a dress, but I'm just uncomfortable. I'm not gonna tell you why, but okay. All right, let's see if there is any comments. Thank you, calisthenics. So burnout. Yes, me too. I felt it. I felt pain today, like literal physical pain. Actually, had to change some of the plans I was looking forward to because I just had to rest. But I had a beautiful morning at church and relaxing day. Talked to my mom and dad. Beautiful. Very nice to hear that they. Thank you. Okay, we have some marriage offers, so things are good. Things are good. Life is not gonna be the same, guys, if we don't have marriage offers on the chart. I was thinking that something is wrong. But no, who said Adrian? No, but thank you for the kind offer. Hello, Ukraine. Yes. Salam alaikum. Привет. Hello, Iran. Good morning. I'm originally from Kiev, Ukraine. Sorry, guys, I creeped her out and caused her to cover up. Yeah, no, it's not you. It's not you. It's not you. It's just you were so funny when you like. You look so much better than usual. I mean, I understand what you're trying to say, but don't. It's okay to say it to me, but don't ever tell it to a woman. You know, I'm just saying. Adrian says you have class. I love the way you talk. Thank you, Adrian. $20 well spent. Hell yes. Hell yes. Yes, absolutely. Hey, can you provide a shout out, a prayer to my brother? He's getting surgery right now. Yes. Barry Manuts, I hope your brother is getting through the surgery and everything goes smooth as planned. Let God help him to heal and get on his feet as soon as possible. What? All right. right, guys, you're not gonna be serious. All right, let's see. Your English is very good, thanks. No, Adrian, but I'm taking applications, so feel free. Would you ever date a Mexican? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. First of all, I don't date. Second, I don't divide people in nationalities and ethnicities. So I base my judgment on a person's character. So please don't ask me that. I would date somebody who is a match for me. Not date, but I would allow men court me if we have a lot in common and I can look up to him and we match, our interests match, our values match, and so much more. So, but yes. Yes, I'm taking applications, guys. You know, my consult veronicajima.com, you have something to offer. The problem, I want to tell you something interesting about this. So, um, I shared a few personal things and we were laughing, but I said, okay, you want to introduce yourself? Send me a message, send me an email. And guess what people sending me? Hi, what's up? Like, if you watch my channel, you should know how to introduce yourself, how to properly represent yourself, how to send a photo so the person knows who they're talking to. And you need to truly know how to introduce yourself as a man. I'm actually in shock that men in their 30s, 40s, and 50s do not know how to introduce themselves. So if you get anything from this channel, learn how to properly introduce yourself and state your intentions and make a gesture or something nice. I'm not making this is not a dating channel, by the way, but if you are getting it that far that you want to introduce yourself, go ahead. As I said, I do take consider applications, but none of them could be considered. I feel like it's a bunch of people from like what it is, middle school. Yeah, I want to reassure you that I passed that level a long time ago. I graduated from middle school and high school and even college. So, yeah. I don't age, DVC. I blossom and thrive, but will at some point. And it would be gracefully, yes. We were talking with one of very lovely friends of mine today, and we were saying we need to say years old, years young. We program ourselves to be old way before it's time to be old. All right, guys, we are going to be wrapping up very soon. So, last minute questions, comments, and I hope you have a beautiful, restful night and a good week. I'm sorry that I had to begin with, talking about the events, but I just could not talk. Oh, дякую, Bart. Oh yes, this is a very beautiful. This is one of my favorites. The behind me one. I love it so much. Light is dead. Yes, I do. Actually, I don't really like wines that much, but I do love winter wine. So we are diving in a small talk for about maximum 7 minutes. So, what is good life advice from you? Be more specific. I am not in Philadelphia. Your home gives romantic vibes. Yeah, that's what I've been told. Everybody who comes to visit me tell me that they feel like they travel in time. My home is very, 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 very vintage. It's actually is 100 years old. It's like English home, which was built in 1925. So it's perfect for me. I love this. It's just I need character. I need atmosphere. I cannot be. I can never do the minimalism. It puts me in a straight to depression. I'm not saying it's not nice. Sometimes it's very nice. Tim, it depends who is asking. The answer depends on who is asking. For you, no, because you don't know. You don't understand manners. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, CCGB. Thank you so much. Yes, guys. So, for those of you who are new, maybe you don't know what my channel is about. Um, we have been talking about these events, but I work with people one on one. If you are dating a lady from Eastern Europe and you feel like you're not doing it right, you feel like you need advice, you screwing things up, you really do need a perspective, feel free to reach out to me, to my email or to my coffee site. I have now this alternative option. You don't have to order a whole hour or 3 hours or however many hours with me. You can just write me, and don't write me 5 pages, please. Just write me, 1 or 2 paragraphs with the circumstance. I will respond to you very concise and very straight to the point. And yes, you can just contribute to the coffee site. I will respond to you within 24 to 48 hours, and I will give you exactly my point on this. I am very good with defining the problem, but if I think that the problem cannot be solved at that point, because usually that people reach out to me when it's almost too late, so I'll let you know that too. Of course, there is always 1% that I'm gonna be wrong. Well, okay, maybe 5%, but it happened. It actually haven't happened yet. I'm yet to be wrong on type of advice. It's not even an advice. I would just say it's an insight. I would not call it an advice, honestly, because I cannot advise you what you need to do. But I can help you to understand a woman. And I do love, I have a lot of, it's very satisfying for me to do this work. I really do enjoy it a lot. Oh, Elizabeth, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, darling. I hope you get some sleep. Thank you for the coffee super chat. Thank you. I don't know. Did you write a message there? Please go to sleep. You know that I was thinking today about Edmonton? No, Edinburgh. I'm sorry. I'm cooked. I was thinking what a dream would be to go there and see it. Yeah, so guys, if you don't feel like you don't need the whole hour, and but you need some help, feel free to reach out to me. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. Elizabeth says, "Good night, my dear. Enjoy tea from me. That cup is gorgeous. Thank you. Want me to show you if you're still here? So this is my teacup. Oh, isn't that beautiful? And it's a saucer. Yes, that's just me. That's another thing, if I have tea or coffee from like a regular cup, like mug from ceramic, I mean, it's okay, but it doesn't taste the same. It must be vintage or antique, and it must be beautiful. Look how romantic it is. And you see the steam. I took my thermos here so it can be hot, because I only like it hot, preferably burning hot. I'm always shocking my American friends when I drink my tea. They're like, "What are you doing? It must be burning." I don't know if there is here anybody from Eastern Europe that do the same. But yes, if you are not in any kind of relationship, you're just watching for the value. I'm gonna be talking a lot about emotional intelligence on this channel. about polarity in relationships, about traditional, uh, about the systems that make sense. If it makes sense, I'm going to be talking about it. You know, we were laughing yesterday. It was a very kind of sad live stream, but we were laughing yesterday because I was saying that it's an insane, you know, when someone like Charlie Kirk says things like, deep down, I know it's controversial, but deep down, every woman wants to be taken care of. She wants to be able to rely on her man. She wants to be provided for. And I said, what part of that is controversial? Controversial is when a woman is taking care of a man. When a woman look at a man like he's her son. That's controversial to me because it's not normal to have that type of relationship with a grown man. So we're talking about things that make sense, common sense. I usually don't get very political, but the things that I, sorry, these things I almost crushed it. Oh my god. The things that I believe in, they never change. If you watched me many years ago, things are still the same. I truly believe with my core and um, in those things that we talk about here. But I'm open to different opinions as long as they are respectful. As long as they are respectful, opinions are welcome. We are open to debate. We are not attacking anybody for having a different opinion. Code. Oh, thank you, Fuchsia. It's actually not a code. It's a. You know what it is? It's. I sell these kind of things actually, but they're custom made. This is a like shawl. It's like a shawl. It's cashmere and fox fur. And actually, this one, guys, it's so beautiful. I don't know if you can see it. It's so beautiful. Like there's this beautiful, rich purple color. Um, I have been buying. They are made by the Ukrainian designer, so to speak. I have been buying them in Ukraine, and I have beautiful coats and furs, but these are made. You're not gonna believe this, but some of those beautiful pink furs and purple furs and cashmere and wool coats, they were made in a freaking obliterating war zone. It's just like only most feminine women but yet driven women could continue create continue creating gorgeous things being in a basement while the city getting obliterated by the missiles. I am so proud of the spirit. In my videos I talk a lot about femininity and how women need to rest more and create more and be safe. But I want to tell you something about Slavic women. We have an extreme strong core. Even that little tender beautiful girl on a train, she had 3 jobs. She was tender and beautiful and feminine. She had 3 jobs, since unfortunately she didn't have anybody to take care of her, but she had her will and power. And the girl that I've been buying this beautiful, so ladies on the chat, you can reach out to me if you would like. Some of the things I can order, some of the things I can't. Unfortunately, the designer house of this beautiful Ukrainian lady that was creating this during the war, unfortunately it did get end up getting bombed, so they moved to another place. But it really is incredible, the spirit, the desire, the ambition, the drive. So before anybody calls Slavic women anything, a lot of people who say certain things, you can never do that. You can never withstand have a night that where missiles falling on your house and you keep sewing in your basement because you love the beauty. You want women to look beautiful and you have passion. Like, unless you have passion in your heart, you will never understand it. When I get those packages, it made me cry. I had to sit down and calm down because I was thinking what it took for them to get here. So, but nevertheless, to my opinion, it makes these things even more beautiful. When I tell people, some people compliment me, I wear these like ponchos and coats. They are like pink, white, beautiful colors. I got this kind of green or baby blue one. I was recently wearing it. It was like a poncho, which is one size fits all. And when I tell people that it came from Ukraine, from the city that gets the most, I mean, one was a, they just can't comprehend it. But yeah, so I'm saying this to say that the beautiful lady Olga who made it, I was trying to encourage her. I was trying to encourage her to do some kind of, to open some kind of social following. But she said, "Oh, send me a picture of her so I can brag." And she said, "I don't like to be on a spot. I just like to create. I just like to be behind the scenes." She said, "I'm a designer. I'm not an influencer," which I think, is so beautiful. Oh, I have a super chat. Thank you. I'm sorry, I cannot see it. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, let me see. Huh. Why don't I see the super chat? Thank you so much for whoever sent me a super chat. I just got alerted. I don't know why I don't see it. Thank you very, very much. Let's see if I can see it on this. I apologize. I really, really appreciate it, but guys, I still have to figure out a lot of stuff. You have to remember, I didn't have these options for so long. Let me see. How come I don't see it? Oh, yes. William Strikers, thank you so much for your super chat. Welcome to the channel. I appreciate you. How do Slavic women view US soldiers? What do you mean by that? Slavic women in general view any type of masculine men, soldiers, in a very high regard. As I said, we celebrate masculinity where I'm from. We don't call it toxic. There is no such a thing as toxic masculinity. A man who is aggressive, who can hurt a woman, is not masculine to begin with. He's a coward because only a coward can hurt a woman who is already not supposed to be competing with you. Go and hurt a man who is bigger than you. Then you can talk about that. But so we are scratching the toxic out of the picture. Ukrainian women, Slavic women in general, have a lot of respect for men who are brave and strong. Whether they're US soldiers, whether they're Ukrainian soldiers, we have a lot of respect for masculinity. It comes from our history. A lot of our grandfathers were, both of my grandfathers actually have been to World War II, and wait, both of my grandfathers participated in World War II. One of them was in Kursk, in Battle of Kursk, Kurskaya Bitva, and we have that heroic honor for them. So I hope that answers your question. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Wait, what did I just do? Oh my goodness, I don't know. I need to take a week break from internet. Almost block a very good person. Russia has dance and tools in the same place. Okay, we're not gonna do this. Um, Non-Russian speaking people would never understand why Monday is the heaviest day of the week. Yeah, it seemed to like nobody understand it. Я даже не знаю, почему, интересно, я не знаю. By the way, where are you, Borg Ur? Are you in US or are you from somewhere from Eastern Europe? Yes, I don't know why are you guys in the West? Why do you like Mondays? Tell me truth in the comments. Yes, there is something about Mondays. I'm still well, I ease myself into Monday. I pretend it's not a Monday, it's just a nice day. David B says, I need to find a good woman. I'm single in my 50s. I think you're on the right path. You know, sometimes when you put your life together as a man, before you know it, you have somebody to share it with. A lot of people asking me, why are you, personal questions like why I'm not doing this or that. For me, I think that no woman should chase a man. No egg chases sperm. No woman should be looking and doing, taking initiative in certain things. But it doesn't mean that she shouldn't shine and create a positive atmosphere that is inviting. But when men can pursue, a woman should consider and have options, but not aggressively, not aggressively following men anywhere. I don't know. That's just my very strong belief. There is no egg that chased the sperm in the history of humanity. Yes, yes, Kizzy. I watched a little bit today, but not a lot because I couldn't. So I'm gonna catch up on the memorial. I will watch it within the next couple of days. I just needed um it's a little bit time off, but I have no doubts that the best of the best were there. Thank you, Everett. Итак, вы говорите по-русски, как приятно, что я буду учиться на русском. Да, удачи. Мгм. Let me know if you learn it. All right, my beautiful friends, thank you so much for being with me. Tomorrow is the hardest day of the week. I don't know what it is about us on Mondays. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know what you, как вас зовут? Я не знаю, как к вам обращаться. You know what? I think my messages just ended on this other device. That's why I couldn't get the super chat or anything. No egg has ever chased a sperm. Yes. You know what? I'm gonna be doing merch for the channel, so I need to write those down. I'm gonna write it right now. Then another one is my favorite. No free samples. Ladies, no free samples. Because men never appreciate something they didn't work hard for. Please, before I go, let men in the chat, please let me know, am I wrong when I say that men never appreciate something they didn't work very hard for? Oh my gosh, there is so many comments and they stopped over there. Yes, DVC, that's why